Have you ever wondered what made Albert Einstein so brilliant that his name became a synonym for genius? He wasn't just a scientist, he was a rebel of the mind. A man who looked at the universe and dared to say, "It doesn't work the way you think it does." Today, we're diving deep into Einstein's most mind-blowing discoveries that changed the way we understand time, space, and even reality itself. So get ready, because by the end of this video, you'll see the universe with new eyes. Let's start with the big one, the theory of relativity. Between 1905 and 1915, Einstein completely shattered the old laws of physics. He proved that time and space are not fixed concepts. They actually bend and stretch depending on an object's speed and the gravity around it. Imagine this: if you could travel near the speed of light, time would literally slow down for you compared to someone standing still. This isn't science fiction, it's real-world physics. In fact, the GPS satellites orbiting our planet have to constantly adjust their clocks using Einstein's equations. If they didn't, your phone's location would be off by several miles every single day. Next up, a discovery that won him the Nobel Prize in 1921, the photoelectric effect. Back in 1905, Einstein showed that light behaves like both a wave and a particle, a concept that baffled scientists at the time. He explained that when light hits a metal surface, it can knock tiny electrons loose. This groundbreaking idea laid the foundation for almost all modern electronics. Think about it, from the solar panels on our roofs that convert sunlight into electricity, to the digital cameras in our phones. It all goes back to Einstein figuring out the dual nature of light. This discovery was a cornerstone for the development of quantum physics. And now for perhaps the most famous equation in history: E equals mc. You've seen it everywhere, but what does it really mean? It signifies that energy and mass are two sides of the same coin. A tiny amount of matter can be converted into a tremendous amount of energy. This is the core principle behind nuclear power, which provides clean energy to millions. But also the devastating power of atomic weapons. Einstein's personal intention was always peaceful. He dreamed that by understanding this relationship, humanity could harness the power of the stars for good. Here's where it gets truly mind-bending. In 1916, Einstein predicted something extraordinary: gravitational waves. He theorized that massive objects, like colliding black holes or exploding stars, would create ripples in the very fabric of space-time. Much like a stone dropped into a calm pond creates waves. For a century, this was just a theory. But then, in 2015, scientists finally detected these ripples for the first time, using incredibly sensitive instruments. It was a monumental achievement that proved Einstein's imagination was a full 100 years ahead of our technological reality. But even geniuses make mistakes, right? Well, sort of. While developing his theories, Einstein added a fudge factor to his equations called the cosmological constant. He needed it to create a static, unchanging universe, which was the prevailing belief at the time. Later, when evidence showed the universe was expanding, he famously called it his biggest blunder. But here's the amazing twist. Decades later, astronomers discovered a mysterious force called dark energy, which is causing the universe's expansion to accelerate. And guess what? It behaves almost exactly like Einstein's mistaken cosmological constant. So even his blunder turned out to be genius. Let's go back to one of his earlier, yet profoundly important observations: Brownian motion. Einstein provided a mathematical explanation for why tiny particles, like pollen in water, move about randomly. He showed it was because they were being constantly bombarded by invisible, moving molecules. This simple yet elegant explanation provided some of the first concrete evidence for the existence of atoms, a concept that was still debated at the time. It was a key step in validating the atomic theory of matter, the bedrock of modern chemistry and physics. Finally, let's touch on his complex relationship with quantum theory. While his work on the photoelectric effect helped launch the quantum revolution, Einstein was never fully comfortable with its bizarre, probabilistic nature. He famously stated, "God does not play dice with the universe," expressing his belief in a more predictable reality. Yet, ironically, his early work laid the essential groundwork for the very science that now powers our computers, lasers, and the entire internet. Einstein's legacy is so much more than equations. He was a philosopher who taught us the power of curiosity. As he once said, imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited, but imagination encircles the world. His revolutionary ideas opened the door to space travel, GPS, and our understanding of black holes. If you loved learning how one man's imagination reshaped our universe, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more mind-blowing science videos only on the Science Spark. Because here, curiosity always leads to discovery. Thanks for watching.